Today, Charles is with us to share his story. Charles, thank you for being here.
Thank you. My son, Scott, he has dyslexia, and although he's 20 years old now, and although he works in the trade union for Hawaii, he also goes to part-time college, and he's had a difficult journey, I think much more difficult than it needed to be. I wish I was more equipped in the earlier times, I had more knowledge to help him out. Since I was in the military, I deployed quite a bit, so when he was young, I wasn't around a lot, but I remember in the preschool years, I noticed that he wasn't progressing nearly as much as our daughters had at that same age, specifically in like reading and math and being able to tell time. And my wife, she knew there was something wrong. We both did, so we asked the teachers and we asked the other academic experts, hey, is there something wrong with Scott? And they said, well, don't worry about it. He's doing great in school. He's a great kid. Kids develop differently, and specifically boys, sometimes they mature a little bit differently than girls, a little bit slower. My wife didn't believe that, so she continued to persist. Me, I took a different approach. I decided I figured if he tried hard enough, he'd be able to do it. And so I remember one specific instance, and I came back from a 4-month deployment. He was in second grade at this time, and I was really excited to do homework with him to see how well he'd been progressing. And I was quickly disappointed. When he went to read, he couldn't even read the smallest like 3-letter words. And I would press him, and then when I pressed him, he would get frustrated, and I could tell he wanted to quit, and so I'd push him a little bit harder, and then he would cry. And he didn't cry in front of me usually. Even if he would scrape himself or get hurt, he normally wouldn't cry in front of me. So I knew there was something wrong, but I still inside of me, I just figured if he tried hard enough and I pushed him hard enough, that he would learn. So as I look back now, I think, how did he feel? He must have felt helpless, knowing that his father, his hero, the guy he was counting on to understand him and be able to help him, wasn't there to help him. But we finally did get an assessment for Scott through my wife's constant persistence. Found out he had dyslexia. It was a huge burden off of my wife and myself and my son, because we finally knew what was wrong, what was the challenges he was going through, and then we knew how to attack it. We got him a tutor who specialized in dyslexia, and got him into a school that also specialized in dyslexia, and he was able to get through high school, and again, like I said, now in college. So if I was to give advice to parents about the journey we went through, I would say trust your instincts, your intuition. Nobody knows your child better than you do, and that's the first step to getting your child the help that they need.